Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Masika and it's a pleasure having you here with me and the Bear Show. Whose show? The Bear Show. We can share Bear. We can share. But anyway, I think I'm gonna upload first the second part of discipline because the first part's already out. I can't always promise out. You'll get part one and part two in one day. But like I was saying earlier about discipline, right now we're gonna go more in depth on discipline. I have my tablet here with me. I have an app called Quote Maker. I wish they sponsor me, but okay. All girls like no, I'm just kidding. But I come up with my own quotes and I just like put them on there. If I want them to the watermark from their website to be out, I can pay for it. But for right now, I just go ahead and make my code to give me full control. It's just like the watermark is still there. That means until I pay a monthly fee, I can't really have like the watermark out. So I came up with a quote the other day, like a week and a half ago, I think, about discipline. I said, discipline is knowing how to endure pain for the sake of how you want to live your life. Pain is enduring tough times for the sake of a better future. What I mean by that, like the first part, is knowing discipline is knowing how to endure pain for the sake of how you want to live your life. I would say discipline is not just about, oh, wake up at this time, get 8 hours sleep, work out, and diet, and take care of your body. It's not just the simplest thing. Discipline comes with the way you want to live your life. Like, who do you want to be at the end of the day? That's what it comes down to. Discipline have to fall in the category of who you want to be. Let's say I want to be a psychologist. What do I do? Within the things I discipline myself, I have to put down, okay, I have to read a certain books, I have to categorize this thing, and I have to do certain things like this, not faking it. But I think discipline is a part of that as well. So like I said, discipline, like me, I love waking up at 5 a.m. I really do. Because it gives me a chance to do everything or almost everything that I set out to do and give me some time, extra time. If I have to go extra mile, I can always go and do so. It's always great to discipline when you wake up and going to sleep, you know? And another part of that is your health, your well-being, how you control everything like that. I was doing well, like I said a few months ago, but now I have to start not all over again, but some of the key things that I had discipline over are kind of like rushing back, especially sleeping wise. I am effed up because my sleeping schedule is not the same. Even my eating habit. I'm a stress eater, very much so. Um, but depending on my stress level, it's either I gain weight without knowing, or I stress eat, or I lose weight. It depends on what I'm going through. So based on personal experience, that's what I can tell you. Um, but how to regain self-discipline? I would say it's to document your journey. It doesn't have to feel like an extra work. And it doesn't, a lot of self-doubt and a lot of, what do you call that word? I don't remember, but I'll put it in a sentence. It's kind of like when every time you make a mistake, you're judged. It's a lot of self-judgment come from the fact that, come from family or friends or people you grew up around, us, your surrounding. Because let's say right now you eat something that wasn't yours. You feel, oh my gosh, I'm going to hell, blah, 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 and things like that. You're torturing yourself. It's probably, you torture yourself to a point when you be like, I know it's a small thing, but why am I feeling like this? It probably have to do with the fact that when you were probably growing up or somewhere along the way, people didn't allow you to make mistakes, whether big or small. They thought whatever you did or do, there will be like repercussion, there will be consequences, like severe, regardless of if it's like level 1 or 10. So therefore that kind of mess you up. So I'm not saying I'm totally suffering from that, but a girly thing. So it's just like starting out by writing the little things. Let's say you want to wake up at 5 a.m. When do you go to sleep? Because you want to get to sleep at a fair amount of time where you can wake up on time without feeling like you're neglecting or you're taking sleep away from yourself. Me, 5 hours, I can function. But if I get the extra hours, I'll be grateful. At the same time, when I sleep for too long, I am even more tired than I went to bed. I guess it's because I'm such a disciplined person. I kind of like plan out my thing. So when I have a lazy day, I feel guilty for having a lazy day. But sometimes I just be like, nope, I'm just having a lazy day. Um, let's say, but like plan out like whatever you have to do in 24 hours or for the week, plan them out, write them down, so you know how much time you're gonna have to devote to each one. So therefore you can analyze, okay, this is the time that I'll be able to go to sleep, and I know I'm able to function at that amount of sleep. This is the time I want to wake up. Now when you plan out the time you're going to bed and waking up, once you wake up, what do you do? Are you that person to check your phone first, or get in touch with God, or do yoga, exercises, or just like put some music on? I'm the type of person that will put some music on and then get in touch with God, or vice versa. They're not in any particular order. I am not that like deep in social media, but I don't like to check my phone first thing. Not only it's not good for my eye, especially let's say that I had a long day yesterday and I'm still feeling some soreness from that day and I'm like exhausted. And I go and use my phone first thing in the morning. It is not good for my eye. You'll have that burning sensation in your eye and everything. Yeah, so plan out your schedule is a great way. And even if you didn't get to one thing, don't feel like you have to torture yourself. Just find out, okay, why didn't I get to do that? Don't overwhelm yourself either by giving yourself 20 things to do in one day when you know you're not gonna get through it. It's kind of like saying, I'm gonna do jumping ropes like 100 of them, and you're like slower than a beginner. So I would say like be realistic with everything that you do. That's a great step towards self-discipline. Be realistic with yourself because it's your schedule. You're not making it for anybody. You're not doing it for anything, for the likes, for the views, for whatever reason. You're doing it for you. And every time you plan out something and something happened to it, let's say it didn't go as planned, that's a good thing because it gives you a chance to better that schedule, to better self-discipline. Don't look at the mistakes or oh my gosh I didn't get through everything on time as like oh my gosh I'm such a procrastinator. You will know when you're procrastinating, definitely. But if you just didn't finish or go through everything you set out to do, find out if it was too much to do in one day. Find out like maybe it's that happened, that happened. So yeah, self-discipline start with planning. And then self-discipline have a lot to do with the person you wanna be. Let's say you want to be in the corporate world or whatever. You have a certain things that you have to restrict yourself from, or you have to do to get there, or things like that. So therefore you have, because I believe in, I'm trying to go back to that because at one point I did, because right now I'm living in my dream place. Like a year or so ago I wanted to live there, and then I visualized it and everything. I didn't know, I was still very new. I realized like visualizing things, and still very new now because I have not practiced it in a long time. But a lot of how you carry yourself, a lot of the things you want in life, a lot of the how you want your future to play out have to do with your state of mind. You know, you have to live your life in a way where you're always opening up yourself to bigger and better things. That's why I said sometimes self discipline has to do with what you want in life. Because certain things, let's say you want to be the president, there is a certain way you have to carry yourself to set yourself apart from the rest. So the universe, God, can see that you're expecting something. You know, it's kind of like a pregnant woman. You know, like pregnant woman is like, oh, I'm expecting. Oh, it'd be like, oh, you're expecting. You know, so that means you're expecting something. So that means you're making room in your life. Oh, literally another room in your life. You're expanding your body, and you're expanding that budget. You're expanding things. So see it in that point of view where you're getting ready for something better. That means you treat what you got right now well, so you can get ready for more. If you can't treat or deal with what you have now, how can you handle more? You know what I mean? Kind of like money wise, I see. I fell short more often than I want to admit when it comes to financial stability, because one thing is sometimes I mistreat money. Yes, it might be your mistreatment. I'll make a video about that some other time. But it might be a mistreatment towards money that causes you not to have a lot or enough, or can't keep it. Because if you're asking for more money but the little you have now, you don't budget it to you don't stretch it the way you need to stretch it. You just like spend it, or don't respect. If you don't have respect for money, I don't think you'll have none. So you have to respect the things that you want, the things that you do. Because if you don't have certain respect for what you're doing or where you want to go, you might never get there. You know what I mean? I go more in depth with these things on my podcast, so feel free. It's down below my the link to my podcast, so feel free to check it out. Don't hold me accountable for certain things I didn't say or say, because I've yet to be a professional. I'm just, anything that I share, like I said on my podcast, anything that I share are things that I've personally been through. I can't sit here talk about something or giving you advice about certain things. That's why a relationship, I don't really venture that way. And when I do, it's because I have some knowledge from personal experience. That's why I'm like, okay, I have an idea. But I'm not a relationship expert. I don't spend my time learning people. Going to school for psychology, I just want to become a psychopathologist, cognitive psychology, maybe social psychology, but I'm more towards like neuropsychology, things like that. So I have to pick a few. I can't do them all, at least not at once. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short, so you can go ahead and head over towards my podcast and watch more in depth, well, listen more in depth about discipline. But for now, that's what I'm planning on doing again, is write. Because I still write everything, but make sure you don't just like put everything on one day. Spread them out. You don't have to do the same thing every day. Let's say today you want to read a book. You don't have to read another book tomorrow. You can say, tomorrow I'm going to church. And then the next day, you don't have to repeat the previous day. This day, you can say, I'm cooking, meal prep. I am focusing on school. I'm focusing on work. I'm focusing on family. And so it's like each day have their purpose. You don't feel like you have to do all of that. Because sometimes when you see the long list of one day, you be like, ugh, I'm tired already. And you be like, you know what? Aren't after me, so I won't have to feel obligated to do it. Sorry there. So you know what I mean? You don't feel like it's an obligation. That's why you procrastinate, because it's not like, it doesn't stop your money flow. If it's not stopping something, if it's not doing real damage, you don't feel like you have to do it. So that's why you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. All right? And my name is Nosika. I've been your friendly neighborhood, regular but not so basic. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with catchphrases like pa pa pa, ooh pa. Anyway, I am very goofy, guys. I just don't know how to and I'm still filming on my phone because the dinero, me no have. You don't have money to buy camera. But anyway, I feel like I'm doing a good job. If I do say so. Oh, damn. Myself. So, yes. I'm just gonna